I'm laying down it to compile it. Oh no.
Welcome back to United in Motherhood. It's our last July episode and what an awesome month it's been. I'm so excited to close out the month with the insanely amazing Brittany Noonan. Britt is mama to two gorgeous baby girls and today we get really deep, like really deep. We discuss her crippling anxiety, eating disorders, her relationship with her hubby, her entrepreneurial side that I didn't really know about, HG and its devastating effects on her physically and emotionally. Grab your tea, your wine, your coffee, or whatever you're into and get ready to be inspired. Here we are with the beautiful Britt. We've been chatting for ages. You say hi, gorgeous girl. This is gorgeous Remy, who's literally just woken up from sleep and had a good old feed on the titty. But I thought we'd just address, it's not really the elephant in the room because I feel like we've spoken about it all morning, but your anxiety. You're shitting yourself talking right now, right?
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah. And the shaking, can we just see? We need to go close. So she's just the most humble, real. What you see online is even more in real life. It's the coolest thing.
They make me feel even more awkward.
No, I saw someone say to me, if I see you in public, should I come up and say hi?
Yes, definitely. And I probably will be very awkward, but I'll definitely, I do like it.
I saw you apologise online. You said, I apologise in advance for my awkwardness.
Oh, my husband knows just how much over-assess it afterwards. I'm like, oh, was that okay? I'm just like, oh.
No, and I think that's what makes you so beautiful is that you are just you. You're just a lovely, kind woman, I guess.
I used to have absolutely no people skills because of my anxiety.
Yeah.
But I definitely have progressed in that. When people would come and say hello to me in the past, I'd literally be like, hi, just literally hi, and then they'd have to say something to me, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, thanks for following me.
Is that what started you on social media? Was it your anxiety? Was it to share or connect?
So I actually originally started, I am a PT.
She wants Adrian, by the way. Adrian and Elisa behind the camera. She's just
fishing
for water. Where's your water?
So the reason why I actually originally started my page was to kind of get more awareness about postpartum fitness. I'm a personal trainer and I've always had an interest in pregnancy and postpartum fitness, which actually started way before anything to do with Instagram.
Yeah, mum, postpartum fitness.
And I would just see over and over again online, especially on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, he's touching the camera. We're having a shocker.
The worst kind of information out there for people who are pregnant or post-baby for exercise, basically. And I just wanted to find a way to tell more people.
Well, you just told me. I was like, I think I have a hernia. And you were like, lean back and you're like, I think you do. And I didn't even know I had separation.
Yeah, I just wanted, you have the tiny, it's just in your belly button. But anyway.
I'll show you guys later. Just kidding.
It was, just really bad, misinformation, not only about exercise, but I just wanted women to feel like they didn't have to absolutely smash their bodies as soon as they had a baby to get their pre-baby body back. That's not what it should be about. And that was how I started, just trying to give safe exercise for women.
Educate.
Yeah, educate. Yeah, and that was all that I was going to do. I was just going to release a program and just do all fitness stuff because that was what I was really into at the time. But then
you're passionate about it.
Yeah, very passionate about it, and I still am, but I've definitely evolved from there. I think the first thing that I started speaking about was body image and self-love, and just my struggles with an eating disorder in the past, and how that affected me and anxiety. And that's when I realised that people wanted more than just do 10 squats and do this. They wanted to see more. Yeah, they wanted to know more, but they also wanted that made them feel like they weren't alone. Exercise had changed my mental health, and I think that was where I was like, and then people were like, well, what's wrong with your mental health? So then it could just go on from there.
Yeah, it's a natural progression.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So let's touch, just stemming back from the mental health and the eating disorder days. I didn't even know you had an eating disorder. Do you want to talk us through how it, when did it all begin? Can I ask that? Or were you always an anxious child?
I think looking back on it now, I probably was. I was always the shy kind of kid. I always surround myself with really loud personalities because I think that I could always kind of hide behind them. They'd speak for me kind of.
Girlfriends.
And also just I can definitely remember mum being like, oh, she's just shy. But I think that I was anxious. Like, I don't really know, but I'm guessing, like,
Yeah.
when I look back on it now. And
You've got your mama hat on now. You can almost.
yeah. And like, it's funny because I was a dancer and performing. I can remember like the most overwhelming, like, trembling feeling of like getting on stage. But once I was on, I was okay.
Yeah.
But
that was your thing, though. Maybe it was like your, what is it, like medicine in a way?
yeah, exactly. I could definitely like release it by doing that. And I think that's actually where it stemmed from as well. Like, definitely the eating disorder stemmed from my dancing days. I can remember being like, I don't even know, like 12 or 13, and I used to dance with a lot of older girls, and like,
because you were clearly very good. Let's be honest. Yeah, you would never say that.
Oh my god, I probably
humble,
wasn't that good looking back on it now, but anyway, I felt like I was at the time. But yeah,
you were killing it. That's great.
Yeah, and they would talk about like the things that they do, like. I would catch them throwing up in the bathroom, and I'd be like, oh, you know, like, what are you doing? They'd be like, this is how you do this. And I tried it and I couldn't do it.
You were immersed in a culture that was just
yeah.
It was negative.
Yeah, they were like 18, 19-year-olds. Yeah, they were probably all bulimic.
Jesus. It breaks my heart because so many incredibly creative people get put into an environment that it takes a very, I don't even want to say strong, a different type of person to not fall in. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're influenced by the people around
so
you.
Influenced, and like these girls are like people, like I was so young, and like these girls were just like, oh my god, these are like the most amazing people ever. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm dancing like alongside these people, because
if I want to be them, I need to be doing
what they're doing.
X,
yeah, I couldn't do it. Like, I tried and I couldn't do it, and I thought there was something wrong with me because I couldn't do it. So instead, I started like starving myself, and like hiding food, and like throwing my lunch in the bin, and just doing all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And then eventually, I taught myself to do it, and that was. Yeah.
It makes me cry. Because I just think it's like a mum, you know, you'd look at your mum must have broken her heart, like.
Well, she didn't know, you know.
You hid it.
Yeah. She never knew until I spoke about it on my social media, to be honest.
Was it the first
I'm
time
such an introvert, you know, like I'm such an introvert, and that's why sometimes this is really overwhelming for me.
But you're doing amazing. You said 3 years ago you wouldn't have been able to open the door to us.
Oh my god, I would never have let you up here. And like, even like over the last week, I've been like, how can I cancel? Like, can I cancel? Like, what? How can I get out of? Or maybe I can, you know, say this or say that.
Oh,
you know?
And look at you. See, I got none of that from you. So
But
you're clearly very good at being on a front. But you're amazing. And then mental health.
I think that like I just know now I have to put myself in the position to like grow from there too. There's some things that I still won't do. Like, I think it's important to put yourself in like uncomfortable like positions to grow, but I think there is a limit to it as well. You know, like there's plenty of things that I've been asked to do where I've just said no because like I know that that's my limitation. Like,
trust your gut in a way.
Yeah,
you know
because like I need to grow like slowly. I can't just like if I threw myself
for you
if I threw myself into something where I knew that I was going to have a panic attack, or I knew that like it was too much, I would then. Like,
you'd retract, and it would
I would
take
retract,
one step forward for 10 steps back.
Yeah, exactly. And then I would just hide from it, and I just wouldn't do it anymore. You know, like I've been asked to do like TV appearances and things like that, and I just know like I just wouldn't do it. Like I would cancel the day before.
Yeah.
Or I would do it and I'd just break down. So
you'd do it, and then afterwards you'd be like, why did I do that?
Yeah, exactly. Just things like that.
And I never want anything that we do with that. Like, I just, even meeting you, like we very briefly met at an event, and I just had this feeling about you. I don't know how to describe it, but there's so many things that I've been saying no to and trying to like get this series to what I want it to be, and your story I feel is just, it's you, and it's so real and relatable, and you're just, I don't know, there's so many sides of you that we've even discussed, which we're going to get into, that people don't know about, and it's just, you're just a really top chick, so you should be really proud of yourself, because I've seen firsthand with my sister how, you know, anxiety can be crippling.
Yeah.
And it can destroy your whole life. And you've got a beautiful husband and beautiful girls and an amazing life.
And definitely, like, without seeking the help that I needed, like, so many years ago, there is absolutely no way that I would be doing any of this, and pretty much anything probably. Like, to be 100% honest, like, I might not even be here. Yeah. So I think that, like, all this social media stuff is absolutely amazing, don't get me wrong, and it has helped my anxiety and it has helped me to grow, but you need to do the work behind the scenes. Like, you have to work on yourself. Like, you can't just put up a post and say, oh, I've got anxiety, or I've got this, or whatever like it is. You have to do the work behind the scenes. You need professional help. Like, if you are really suffering, you need professional help.
That's something we should touch on. It's not even a question on this page, but your advice to someone who's sitting out there who is, I have anxiety, or I couldn't open the door to someone, or I'm turning down things that I wish I could be. What is your advice to them? Is it the professional help?
100%. Like,
speak up.
Yeah, speak up. Go and whether it's like professional help to start with or not, even if it's just a friend or your husband. Or
I love that you look to me then. Thank you. You're like a friend.
You're like, oh, we would know.
No, I love that. It's true though. Sorry. Sometimes you find friendships in the strangest of places.
Definitely speak up, because I think as soon as you speak up, like it can feel really relieving.
Yeah.
But the professional help, you have to get it. Like you just have to. If it's really controlling your life, if it's overwhelming, it's controlling like parts of your day or your life, you need professional help. And professional help doesn't always mean medication. It can definitely mean medication, and that's fine too. Like I was on medication for, oh my God, I can't even know, don't even know, like 8-9 years, whatever.
Yeah.
But just these people can help you. They can, and
there's
you might
help out there.
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing that some people think, I can't be helped. I did one thing and it didn't work, and I've tried.
And one person, so if the first person you speak to doesn't help you, there's like a billion other people out there you can speak to. Like,
they're not right for you.
Yeah, like I've been through probably like 10, 15 different psychologists and psychiatrists and counsellors and all that type of thing, but you will find your person who can help you, you know, like, and I've got my person and she has saved my life. So
I love that. She's
going
for the tripod. No, she's going for the wipes, I think. We're going to find out. She's coming back. But your pregnancies with your beautiful girls, you had, I can't even say it, HG, but what's the real?
Hyperemesis.
Okay.
And I don't.
Oh, she's got it.
In all the time that.
You won't be able to open it.
All the time that I've had it, no one's actually really said the whole word to me. So like.
Okay, because in my questions, I literally was like, can you pronounce it?
I was like hyperemesis gravidarum. I don't know. Like it's something like that, but I just call it HG or hyperemesis because
And did you had it with both your girls?
I did. Yeah, I had it both times.
And talk us through it, because
first time was probably worse. Well, it was. I don't know whether it was worse because I didn't know how to handle it or control it or whatever it was, but second time around it was still hell on earth, but I think that I dealt with it better.
Yeah.
A lot of that was mindset. So
you were saying as well that it's not just the physical stuff, it's the mental and emotional that really
100%. So the physical side of it is like, ugh, shit, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, go for gold. Oh my gosh, Steph Pace was on the other day. She was shit everything, like it was, but go for it. And you know what, this is an experience that not many people go through, so you want to try and
so like the physical side is just like hell on earth, like, you know,
it's fucked up.
It is, and I don't think people actually realize what that long-term vomiting and long-term dehydration can actually do to you, like to your body, to your organs. You know, like one time I was in hospital and they'd given me 12 litres of fluid and I still couldn't go to the toilet. Like my kidneys and I was so dehydrated that I still couldn't go to the toilet after, I think it was over 24 hours I hadn't been to the toilet.
Is this a wee?
Yeah, like, you know,
not
a wee,
not pooing from your kidneys, are you?
You know, the first time around I had a nutrition line because I literally couldn't, you know, eat or whatever, you know, all that kind of stuff. And
you said you were lighter after you gave birth than when you started, is that right?
Yeah, with Millie I was. Yeah, with my first daughter. I lost like 10 or 12 kilos in the first trimester with Millie.
Louise.
Oh my God, and like I didn't even know it existed. Like I thought that morning sickness was you wake up in the morning, get ready for work, then you know, vomit in the bin when you get to work, and then you get on with your day. You know, like what you see in the movies. Yeah. That's exactly what I thought it was. Like, and you know, my pregnancy was a surprise, a shock in the first place, and then this on top of it, I was just like, what
is going on?
Is going on, you know, and I'd only really just gotten to a point with some other issues in my life. Like I'd just been through hugely intense therapy for some PTSD stuff, and I wasn't prepared. Like I just wasn't prepared for what was about to happen.
With your pregnancy, you were so sick the entire time.
The entire time, yeah.
It wasn't a break.
I had about 7 days, and we went. My husband and I had already, my then partner, had planned a trip overseas before we even knew we were pregnant.
Yeah. Well, you didn't us. We had an unplanned pregnancy, holiday booked.
Yeah,
we were like, whoa.
The week before we weren't going to go because I was so sick. I was in hospital, and my OB just said, just go. Like, you need to do something. Like, you need to get yourself out of your house because you are just...
anywhere anyway.
I was depressed. You've got all the medication that you can have, you know, like you'll be fine. Go be sick somewhere else, you know, you'll be okay.
Hello, beautiful one. There we go.
Yeah, so I had like 7 days. I had like 7 days when we were overseas where I didn't throw up, and that was amazing. But I was still sick. But
So weird how like taking yourself out of your was like the 7 days. I know you didn't have the physical sickness, but you probably felt like shit.
oh, I felt like shit. Yeah, but it was still like I'm so glad that I did it because it really like I needed to like get out of those 4 walls. I lived in this little apartment and I just lived in there. Where if I wasn't there, I was in hospital. And I just got myself,
so hard on your husband as well, like to see you go through that and not be able to
do anything. Like he'd come home from work and I'm like passed out on the bathroom floor, you know, like because I just sleep in the bathroom all day because like I was close to the toilet. So I'd just be, and he'd come like pick me up back in bed, and then I'd be like, no, sorry, I got to crawl back to the toilet. I'd like crawl to the fridge to like get some ice cubes out, and because like standing up would physically be like, impossible, excruciating, yeah.
I don't even know how you can we talk about the mental side of that, because you said there was a lot of guilt. And
oh my God, so much guilt.
There's probably people obviously that will find this video that are going through it or have been through it.
I think that's like, and the physical part is so hard, but the mental part of it is like, I think that's actually harder for me. It was harder for me with the mental side of it because of the feelings that I felt. Like I was unable to connect with my baby.
Yeah.
And so much of the time, like I resented her. Like I was like, why is she doing this to me? Like,
which you can't blame yourself. I even had, this is completely separate, but even like a bout of gastro a week ago, I remember saying, I want to kill my, I was so upset and I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Imagine doing that for 40 weeks or whatever you were.
Yeah, and it's
because of it's the pregnancy. It's not the baby, but it's just that's the thoughts you have. Right?
Exactly.
Even when the baby's giving you heartburn, you're like, what the
yeah, like I was in like shock that like I was pregnant, I was this sick. I wasn't planning to get pregnant anytime soon, like we'd spoken about, but not then. Like it wasn't going to happen then. And then I was like,
throwing this,
laying on the floor. Like I can remember laying on the floor in my bathroom, just wishing. Like I hate to say it, and like I hope I don't offend anyone, but like I was like, if I just had a miscarriage right now, all of this would go away.
Yeah,
you know, and.
It's not offensive because you can only share your story, and that's what this is about. This is you, like this is just you, your journey, and someone out there will be listening and will be relating to this.
And like, and then now, like even now, like I just feel this like disgusting like sense of guilt of like thinking that, you know, like because like Millie, like she's my everything. Like I love her so much.
Yeah. And you can even see that through. This sounds so stupid, but through like you were a great mum. You're the best mum. Like even at the event the other day, you had Remy too. You were supporting your girlfriend. You are just a really great woman. So as much as you feel guilty, like from everyone else is cheering you on. Like you're amazing. So don't ever think that anyone else would think about that. But that's something I guess you're working on.
I still definitely like. And after I had the HG the first time, I had to do therapy because it was just like. To try to let go of those feelings. And throughout my whole pregnancy, I had my psychologist, but I also had a psychiatrist because I was medicated through my pregnancy for my depression that it gave me, because it gave me really bad depression, obviously being that sick. So
to come from having mental health anyway and then be thrown in, like that would just have been.
And that's why, like, because I was so triggered, and my eating disorder was triggered by the vomiting, you know, and the comments that people would give me, like, oh, one side of me was like, proud that I wasn't putting on any weight when I was pregnant, you know, like that's just my eating disorder side going, good on you, like you've achieved this skinny thing, you know.
So you had it both times. Yeah. And I've seen online, I've stalked your comments, you might go a third. Does it deter you? Like, did it deter you for like even pregnant with Remy?
I would love to have a third, but the reality is like, I don't know if I can do that again, you know, I can.
And having the 2 girls.
Somehow like my brain just thinks like,
because you just love your kids. Yeah. You just love your kids.
And my husband's like, no, like I can't see, I don't want to see you like that again, and I don't want you to do that again. It's not nice for you. But he's like, I think he's always just trying to remind me of how hard it physically was. And
you've got your 2 beautiful girls.
Yeah, and I would love to have one more, but who knows? Honestly, like if I do, like I would have to get an au pair. Like I'd have to have help. Like because
one of the things I said, like, how did you mum? Like I was pregnant. And I couldn't even mum on the days where I felt sick, and that is nothing.
Oh, the second time around, like mumming Millie was the hardest part about having HG the second time.
Yeah.
Like my mindset was totally different the second time because I knew it was going to happen. I'd done so much therapy. I have so many coping mechanisms for my own mental health now.
Yeah.
Which also, you know, you're still not prepared for that overwhelming sickness. But it was trying to mother Millie and the guilt that gave me as well. Like that's where the mental part of it, I really struggled the second time because I felt like I literally couldn't parent Millie because I was so sick, and her seeing me so sick and her seeing me in hospital.
So how old was she when you were pregnant?
Well,
she was aware, wasn't she?
Yeah, so she was she turned 3 a week before we had Remy. So, you know,
wow. She was very aware. Yeah.
Yeah, she's very aware. And she'd always say, like, oh, the baby makes mummy sick. And I'm like, oh, my God, I hope she, like, doesn't hate the baby because of that.
Gosh,
you know,
I
know.
That's the thoughts I think everyone has. Like, and you were just on a next level, like.
Yeah. And I would always, like, you know, I'd just take myself to hospital. I'd just get David to drop me off because I didn't want her to always see me, you know, in that position.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely the hardest part. So if I was ever to do it again, I would just have to get some help.
You need to almost plan in place.
Yeah,
was Remy a plan?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, we were trying. So, yeah.
You kind of were ready.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah,
Are you ever ready? I don't really know. Like, I feel like, I don't know if you'd ever be prepared for it, but you said you felt you handled it.
Oh, I handled it so much better the second
and
time
come
around.
out better through it?
Yeah. Like the first time around I had so many complications afterwards, like just all these health complications that were caused by my HG, whereas this time I haven't had those. So yeah.
Well, that's a blessing.
Yeah, I think
if you can take a blessing.
That's what people don't know either. Like what it does, it's not just like as soon as the pregnancy ends, you stop feeling sick. But there's so many complications that you can get.
Is that what you talk about in your guide? Like, do you? Because I know you have a guide that you've just released.
I just wrote a blog.
Yeah, a blog post about it. So we'll link that down below because I'm sure that there's people watching this.
But you know things like dental, like what it does to your teeth, like
because all the
vomiting. Yeah, like your organs. Like I had my gallbladder removed because I. Anyway, had pancreatitis, you know, just like all this stuff that like is just roll on from that people don't understand could be, you know.
You need good help around.
Yeah, definitely. You need a very strong medical team, and you need to be, if you're going through it, you need to be not stern, but so you need to stand your ground to be like, I'm not okay, like help me. Don't just give me a Zofran wafer and
but it's using your
wave me goodbye.
Using your voice, isn't it?
Because there's so many other treatments than just a little wafer that you put on your tongue.
Yeah. Hubby, we've talked about a little bit.
Yes.
He's 18 years older.
He is, yes.
He's not, like, he came in before. He looks really, can I say good? I feel like I said that in Ashy Bynes' interview as well, like hitting on everyone's husbands. But, like, he doesn't look...
You husband hit on it.
But he doesn't look 18
No, he gets that all the time. Yeah, no, he definitely gets that all the time.
Even stalking your pictures on the way here, Elise was like, are you sure? I'm like, I read it, I swear. Like, I read it somewhere.
Yeah, he is 18 years older than me, and we met at work, and...
hit it off.
Yeah, he was my boss.
Oh, controversial.
Oh my God, yes. It was at first, yes it was. And it was not,
How was your family?
My family was fine, like, wasn't my family, it was just work people that had an issue with it. Obviously, like, because he was my boss, he was also their boss. I don't know, people just felt, I don't know.
I think that's great.
I don't know, people obviously felt threatened by it, but it's fine now, that's all in the past. It's
but
just,
what a cool story. Like, it's funny. It's funny. Like, you fell in love with your boss. Like, that's like, you need a movie made from that. Like,
yeah, and I think now everybody who probably had a problem in the past with it now probably feels like an idiot.
Yeah,
like,
it was a real
I didn't really know what they had. I don't understand the issue, but that's all right. That's their issue, and we've all moved on from there. But yeah,
that's a classic. So funny. And hubby, again, you guys have, which I don't know if people know so much about, but you guys have quite a few businesses.
Yes, we do.
So you're an entrepreneurial couple. Can I call you that?
Yes, we are.
Yes, you are.
No, I don't know.
Add that to the bio.
No, I don't know.
No,
yeah,
you are.
My husband definitely is he's a very good businessman. So we have Snap Fitness Gym, so they're 24/7 franchise gyms. We have 11 of those. So
11.
Yes.
Holy moly!
Too
Two
many.
kids, 11. Mental health, renovating your house. Like, whoa.
Yeah, so we have
so much.
Yeah, so they're mainly in Brisbane, and then we have 2 down here in Sydney. We also have swim schools. My husband was a swimmer, so
I saw that.
So
you just got a bit going on.
Just got a little bit going on.
Just a little bit.
And then we just like randomly decided to like do these like random things, like, you know, renovate our house.
I know. Put in a pink wall. It's the coolest
I know.
thing ever.
People
Go to
are
your
just
Instagram to have a look. I love it. It's so great.
We just live the most hectic life, but that's okay. Like, we have an end goal. Like, we know what we want, and
you're working towards it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're building a life for your family, and I feel like you just can't stop doing things just because you have kids.
And we love it. Like, we get bored when we have a weekend where we have nothing to do. We're like, what are we going to do?
Come up with another business.
Oh my God, or we're like, let's just go and redo our entire lounge. Let's just buy a new lounge and this and that and whatever, you know, like we just can't sit still, but that's okay. Like,
and is that why your girls, do you think, are so like high energy?
Oh,
get it from their parents?
Probably, let's be honest. Like,
that's so cool.
But Millie is just, she's super high energy, but she's so not like me. Like, I'm so introverted and she's so like, look at me. But,
Isn't that great though? My daughter's a bit the same. It's one of those things like you love, like everything you want in a daughter, they like are, but it's hard to parent sometimes. I'm like, you're amazing, but proud. You were so high energy and so confident and totally just like parenting me at the moment. It's insane. But your relationship, having kids, because it was unexpected and all of that side of things, has it changed you guys? Have you grown? Or
was definitely.
Was it unexpected tough?
I didn't find it tough. Like on our relationship, I don't feel like it was tough on our relationship. Like you
knew one day
the pregnancy was tough on our. Like I don't know if it was tough in our relationship. I think that he just more was like felt so bad for me that he couldn't do anything, and sometimes like I would resent him for not being sick. Like you know, like I'd see him like eating dinner and like doing this, like literally
living a life.
Going for a walk or going to the gym, and I'd just be like, oh, fuck you.
Not being able to work out must have been hard on you.
Yeah, I hated it. You know, like because in my mind, like I'd done all this like study and like I was helping other people with their pregnancies, like through fitness, and you know, after they had babies, like that was my thing, you know, and I was like, can't wait to be pregnant one day. Well, I actually didn't really have that thought, but when I got pregnant, I was like...
That was your thought.
When I got pregnant, I was like, oh, cool, like, all right, I can do like pregnancy fitness. I know what to do. Like, this is awesome. But yeah, no, that didn't happen.
You went down a completely
and I really struggled with that. That was something that I really struggled with because I wanted to so badly have this like fit pregnancy, but I just couldn't. Like, it was just never going to happen. And yeah, I had to accept that.
You can prepare as much as you want for a pregnancy and what you think it's going to be, but you never know, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You never know. Even with like your like labor and your birth, like you don't know what's going to go on. Like you've just got to kind of throw your hands up in the air in a way, because some people can't do that, which is fine. But all credit to you. I think you're amazing. I keep saying that. I feel like I like girl crush on everyone and their husbands, but it's just like
I get like super awkward. I'm like, no, oh God, thank you.
That's the one thing. Just always say thanks. That's such a cool thing. And your boobies, they're hidden at the moment, full of milk, implants. You want to get them out, right?
I do, yeah, I think so. Yep. I haven't 100% decided what I'm going to do yet, but I've really struggled with them with breastfeeding.
Breastfeeding.
Yeah.
You're breastfeeding at the moment.
Yep.
My first question was, is it hard to breastfeed with implants?
And for me it was. Like, it doesn't always have to be. Like for me it really was. I always get an oversupply of milk at the start, or like in general, I just have so much milk, and having implants, milk, this tiny body is just like
a baby trying to slip on it.
Yeah, never ending like mastitis, never ending engorgement, you know, just like in the shower, just like trying to get some of the milk out, you know.
Wow. And look at you you're still going.
Yeah, and I'm pretty proud of that, to be honest, because I didn't feed Millie for anywhere near as long, and she hated it and all of that kind of stuff. But
Remy loves it.
She's
a
big
girl.
girl.
For gold on them before. She was holding it when she was feeding. It's the sweetest
honestly,
thing.
the reason why I want to get them out is because I just get so much neck and back pain from them. Like my frame is quite small.
Person.
Yeah, and like I don't know what I'll do. I might get little ones.
I don't know why I wanted to talk about your boobs, but it's definitely a question I have down here.
Yeah, like I definitely want to. I don't know. They're just too much on my body, and that's why I like so. Yeah, but at the time when I got them, like they gave me so much confidence, and I'm so glad that I did it back then. So, yeah,
totally. Yeah. And it's just you're at a different stage now. So
exactly, and
got to do what you want to do, ladies.
You do have to do what you want to do.
And if that changes in 5, 10 years, 10 minutes, you've just got to do it.
Exactly, it's nobody else's place or right to have a choice over what you do with your body. So
100%. But go and follow her on Instagram, see if they ever come out. Can I say that?
Yeah, you come and vlog my experience for me.
Come and vlog in the surgery. No, that would just be full on. I think I'd faint. I'm not good with that stuff. But we're going to do quick questions with Britt. This is a new edition that I'm doing.
Oh, I feel
so we've got 5 questions. Are you ready for it?
Yes. Good being put on the spot.
Your go-to meal.
Oh my God, breakfast, lunch or dinner, which one?
Oh, you don't like breakfast. You're a smoothie breakfast girl.
I'm a
we
smoothie
spoke
girl,
about that. Dinner.
Well, I've been doing Hello Fresh like for so long now that like I'm like a master chef now in the kitchen. But if I'm not doing that, I would probably say like a Mexican kind of bowl, or like just like a healthy like nourished kind of bowl.
I'm all about the bowls.
Yeah, I just love a bowl of like stuff.
I feel like they're quite good to put together as well. Like you can get like your rice or your cabbage or whatever, and then just like lay stuff on the top.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my go-to.
Corn, avocado.
Your fave 3 baby products, like baby, under 12 months baby.
Oh my God, like I just love baby.
Do you love your carrier? I feel like you always got Remy in the carrier.
Yeah, I love my carrier. I just love it. Like I feel like you cannot mum without one of those these days.
Especially when you've got more than one even. I feel like it's just like they're attached to you and they can't go anywhere.
And if you're on the go, like we are, definitely a carrier. Like I love my Baby Bjorn one. My Docker Tot, I love my Docker Tot.
Yep.
And the Love to Dream Swaddles.
Okay, they are just my thing too.
They are just like heaven sent.
I know. How did parents have like like, how'd they swaddle their kids for so long? I was so bad at it. They always broke free, and I went to the Love to Dreams, and we've never looked back.
Both of my girls just like hated having their arms down.
Yeah.
And like in the swaddles, they just always be like, and like throw
Wriggling
themselves
everywhere.
around and eventually get their arms out. But yeah, they just sleep with them up there like that. And
Best thing ever.
best thing ever. Those women who made those are just like,
I know, God's sense.
yeah,
Hey?
exactly.
Your message to all the women and mums out there, just what is the thing that you sort of like want to leave it on? Like, what is your message?
God, I feel like I have so many messages.
That's a good thing. We need to pare it back to one. Or a few.
Motherhood.
Yeah, let's go to motherhood.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we're all about right here.
100% my message would just have to be to like trust your instincts as a mum. Like, I know that so many people say it now, but it is so true. Like, you know your baby so much better than any other book, any friend, your own mother, like anybody. You know that baby, like any medical professional, like you know what's right for your baby, and stand your ground if something either doesn't feel right to you or isn't working for you because you've been told to do it a certain way. Just do it your way.
I love that. That's amazing. That's, perfect.
And hold those babies close. Just
hold
hold
them because they're only so little for so long. It goes so quick.
It sure does, yeah.
And last but not least, I can't even speak, is what's next for you?
Oh my God, I don't even, like, in what sense?
I don't know. Like, I feel like you're on a really good, I feel like you know who you are. Like, I feel like you're very aware of you and your limitations and
definitely,
you know, what you want.
yeah. In a business sense, like I have some few things that I'm trying to plan out for my own personal business.
She's an entrepreneur, guys. Like, this influencer world, people can have whatever they want, think whatever they want of it, but I feel like you're an entrepreneurial woman. Like, you are very, I don't know, you're very creative.
Yeah.
I feel like you've come from a creative background with dance and...
Yeah, and I think that also I've come from a business background with my husband, so... Yeah, like I feel like this space is evolving so much and none of us know where it's going, you know.
No.
It's so new, it's such a new industry, and I just feel like, we all have to evolve with it, and hopefully I will. And
I think you're the only person left in Australia that you can still see the likes on your phone. She's broken Instagram.
Honestly though, like that likes thing, like I think it's a great step, don't get me wrong. Like it's 100% a great step that I think that they've taken, but it's not everything. And I just honestly like want to say to any influencer or anyone on there, even any day person who was comparing themselves or they were having an issue with the likes, that they felt like, you know, their worth was based upon that. If you were feeling that way, you need to look inside yourself
100%.
and see why it was causing you that kind of...
Fall in love with yourself.
Your kind of stress.
Find your worth, because it's not a numbers-based thing.
Exactly, and work on that because, you can grow from there, you know.
And that's a beautiful thing with you as well. I keep saying this, but you have a pretty decent-sized platform, and even with me, this little ant on social media, you're like, I'd love to. Like, and you just, you know, like you aren't you trust your gut, I think. And
if someone makes me feel comfortable, like I'm just like, I
hope that's me.
You know, like we just met at an event for 5 minutes and I felt comfortable with you.
Seconds.
Yeah,
you were just bouncing Remy on the side.
Yeah, I don't know. So many people intimidate me because I'm such an introvert, so I get intimidated very easily. And when somebody doesn't intimidate me, I'm like, you can be my
They're all right. But we'll end it there today. We spoke for God knows how long. Cameras turned off, babies cried, babies hit tripods, but we did it.
Yay.
And look, we just smashed it. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Wow, I don't want to ruin your makeup. So this is Britt, guys.
I'm in my pajamas.
Well, what is it? It's the not so mumsy
pajamas all day. The shirt dress.
Beautiful. Yeah, don't stand up. We might see your hookah. Just kidding. All done. So that's it. July is done and dusted. And what an awesome way to end it with the ever-inspiring Brittany Noonan. So we'll see you next month when we have a shift of focus to all things boss mum. Be sure to be following me on Instagram, as there's a little bit of a change coming to our United in Motherhood series, and I don't want you missing out. We'll see you next month.